Hi, happy Friday, everyone. Another demonic bites of dust. Another demonic bites of dust. Another one that bites of dust. Hi, guys. I think I've got some people on YouTube there. I think that's my team. I think it's all working. It's my Ungex guitar. Okay, I just had to blast some Queen. Amazing. Another Mite bites of dust. Hello, everyone. How did you get rid of them? Hello, Karen McPhee. I'll just turn my music off. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday for us in the future here in Australia. And hello to our YouTubers there. Hi, Alex. Hi, Cian. I just thought I'd have to play a bit of Queen this morning because another one bites the dust. Let's hope. Demodex. I haven't been on our live videos for a while, so I thought I'd jump on. I've got a bit of a lazy eye this morning. Demodex have kept me up. So, hi everyone. Hi Karen. Hello Karen from California. I'll get into that. I'll get into how to get rid of Demodex mites. It's not an easy answer, that's for sure. So, hi to all our new members on our group there. Karen, if you haven't joined our Demodex support group, please feel free to do so. It's a Facebook on Demodex support group there. So, it's a great group. I'm live on the group as well on the Hair Mites page. And we'll share the video across our support groups as well. So, the support group we created really to give you guys a platform to talk about what's been going on in terms of your skin and these horrible microscopic parasites behind me there. So, Demodex mites, they continuously do my head in, as I'm sure you guys out there suffering with ongoing, oh, you're not on Facebook. That's okay, Karen. Well, you can chat to me here and stay in touch with me here, so that's not a problem. So generally on my videos, I talk about, today I'm going to talk about probably some frequently asked questions, a lot of stuff that's been coming up through this week. This week has been crazy. I don't know if it's because of the full moon or what's going on. My pleasure, Karen. I'll leave my email address as well. I'm more than happy to give you a call. I do free consultations over the phone as well. But yeah, anyway, this week's just been insane. I don't know what's been going on. The mites have been crazier than ever. But generally, I talk about Demodex mites on these videos. And I guess today I want to talk about some realistic factors about treating them effectively for the long term because they're insanely hard to get rid of. They're pretty much almost incurable, but I'm sure you guys out there are suffering with skin mites and conditions caused from them, have been trying to get rid of them, which is a really hard thing to do. You're not only physically dealing with them. Yeah, my pleasure. Not a problem, Karen. I'll leave it in the comments after the video. So Demodex mites, what are they? If you're new to our our site here, this is them behind me. They're a microscopic parasite. They look like they've come from another planet. And they're absolutely horrible. I'll just show you there. That's them under the microscope. So they're hideous. And a big way to tell, a lot of people ask me, why me? Why am I a target for these type of mites? Is that so basically they are a very common mite. Everyone on Earth has them. Unfortunately, we do have some type of microscopic mite living in our body. It's just our biology and makeup of a human being. But unfortunately, they're not so much of a problem when there's like one or two of them. But when they're in a high population density, that's when they can cause a lot of ongoing problems, because these type of mites primarily feed off our oils, our sebum, so all that good stuff to help our hair grow, our follicles grow, our skin grow. That oil is their main source of food, so they absolutely love it. And a big way to find out, like, how do I know? Because they are microscopic, so we can't necessarily see them with the naked eye, so to speak. But that's not to say that a lot of people I talk to, have all this stuff coming out of their skin, like threading and fibers and stuff like that, horrible bacteria, plugging of the follicles. Yeah, goodness, Karen, that sounds absolutely awful. I've just got a lovely lady on our YouTube page, and which is great. So she's asking me some questions there. Karen has got them, unfortunately, all over her body, started, so she's got them quite everywhere, which is horrible. And that has been going on for some time for her. So unfortunately, what we find is that a big indication that they are present and causing these your symptoms become ongoing, not just a simple, oh, I've had a flare up of acne and it's gone away, is that it's on for a long period of time. And another way to find out is to take our online little Demodex quiz. It's on our website, www.ungexau.com. So if you jump on our website, if you guys haven't already, we've got a lot of great information on there. A deep ton. So we've got testimonials all about the different types of symptoms that they can cause. So the problems, the ongoing skin issues such as rosacea, acne, blepharitis, which is an inflammation of the eyelash follicles and the eyes as well, which is one of the most horrible, if not more sensitive conditions, as and hair loss, ongoing hair loss, hair thinning. They can cause aging of the skin, so looking a lot older than you should look. Definitely. I know people that I've spoken to this week, they have lesions that are coming on the skin as well, almost like track marks on the skin, because they do crawl and they do move across the body, and in that same time, they're eating away at all those good oils. So we have our little Demodex quiz, and on that quiz, which I do some online walkthroughs of the quiz and talk about why we ask the questions we do in the quiz, because it is accurate and we help treat globally, so that is an accurate quiz results. So what we ask from the quiz is what you're doing to your skin, basically. Things that we put on our skin can really actually feed them without knowing, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. No worries, Karen. I'll answer you probably better after the video, because I get on a train of thought. So I'll try and cover off those things for you while I'm talking. Karen has just asked me about dermatologists with fungal creams and stuff like that, which I will get into. Oh, goodness. No worries, Karen. Thank you so much. Oh, dear. Yes. I totally understand. So from the little quiz, we asked, what's been going on, what your symptoms are, your environment, your general health. There's so many factors as to why you. And look, a lot of the time, my job as a consultant, and I've been with the company for about a year now, so I feel like a bit of a mite whisperer, and no two people are the same. No two people are the same at all. There's very common stories throughout everyone I speak to. There's definitely, people have the same, very similar issues going on, which is it's just unfortunately how they live and how they act on the body is horrible, absolutely horrible. So jump on and do the little quiz. That'll give you a result, and from that result, you either high population density zone or the lower population. So severe infestations just across the board are a lot more harder to treat, because if you've had these problems going on for years, unfortunately it's not an overnight miracle. We wish it was, but a big part of what we do at Ungex is that basically we work to get you to a manageable level, because we are realistic, and I'd like to think we help people for the long term. And look, I understand if you're out there suffering, you've probably tried numerous types of treatments. What I also find, and touching on Karen's question about the dermatologist who prescribed her some fungal cream, so with dermatologists and specialists, I'd say 90% of the time, all my customers I talk to, new customers, they go to their derms, you go to your specialists, and you're like, I've got something crawling on my skin, and that's another big indication that they're present, and itching and all of that, because they do crawl, they do move, they do burrow, they do bite, horrible things. And what we find is that dermatologists and specialists, of course, in their field of knowing how to treat skin symptoms, they just don't know how to effectively treat for Demodex mites. So I just want to say, it's really disheartening for you guys out there that go to a lot of specialists and pay so much money to really get turned away, because I honestly think that they are so hard to treat. So they'll generally give you a topical ointment, a fungal cream and stuff like that, antibiotics. And what happens is, so these type of mites primarily, they live on the surface of the skin, and how they live in the skin is that they live under our hair follicles. I don't have my little cross section thing here at the moment, but basically they live deep under our hair follicles, and that's where they eat, and that's their home, and they're the most active at night. So they're much like vampires, I say. So they come out from those hair follicles at night and do all that nasty business. They breed, they have a party across the surface of the skin, and then they lay the eggs deep under the hair follicles. So if you're using a lot of topical ointments, I know I see a lot of people in the group, using so many different stuff on the skin. And I think I just sort of using so many treatments on your skin, it just really damages the skin. And I was talking to a customer yesterday, and they were using 50 types of treatments on the skin. A party. What happens is, especially with topical ointments and stuff like that, they can work for short-term periods. So they can give, not only are they giving your skin a blast of chemicals, they can kill some off the surface for that short period of time. But demotics have a life cycle, because eggs hatch, right? So the problems come back in about 2 to 3 weeks time. So that's that's indicative. I don't know if I said that word right. I need some more coffee. That these life cycles are present. And look, what we find is, of course, people use all those creams and stuff like that, but eventually the demotics build up a resistance. They're really smart. They're really hardy. Like, look at his shell there. So demotics also have a heap of bacteria inside their body, which antibiotics can't penetrate. I know a lot of people try to target them internally. It's just after 10 in the morning, Karen, so it's not too early, but I have been up early, so I probably need a few more coffees. So they're very hard to treat, guys, and I'm personally not suffering, but I tell you what, at the end of the day, I feel like I have demotics, that's for sure, because my heart goes out in sympathy for you guys. And a big part of what we do here at Ungex is that I'd like to think, we understand it and we get it, and I think that's the most disheartening thing for a lot of people out there. You go seeking answers, you begin to do you begin to do the research yourself. You know, a lot of people I speak to, you've got like probably not more, if so, more knowledge about skin mites than I do. So you become that researcher because that lack of awareness of how to treat them. And really, I think, you know, specialists out there, it's in the too hard basket. They really don't want to help, which is really sad. Um, so when it comes to like chemicals on the skin, I know a lot of people out there, you know, I've had people doing bleach bars, pesticides. I feel like they can get better treatment from like their vets and stuff like that. It's just so much stuff on the skin. Tea tree oils, number one. We do have tea tree oil in our products because it is known for that excellent killing property. It's just on on the skin, it just can really fry your skin out. Tea tree oil is just so bad. It just really dries your skin out, and I know a lot of people use that because it is, as I said, it does excellent killing property. Just I can't express enough that I understand why people use a heap of stuff on the skin. It's just it's doing you more harm than good. So what happens when you're using all these types of products on the skin? So this lady yesterday, she had a lot of other health complications going on. If you do have a compromised immune system, I find that a common link between people that have mites is that unfortunately the compromised immune system is one deciding factor. I find, just personally talking to people. So, and then I've got people on the other end of the spectrum where it's more environmental. So we help treat for dust mites, scabies, ticks, springtail. So they're more an environmental type of mite. So sometimes with Demodex is like, I guess, the king mite, king mite, beacon mite for all other types of mites, because unfortunately, when your skin is really vulnerable and damaged, you just become a magnet for anything else. So I think that's just sort of what I wanted to say, is that generally when we treat people, you may not, because no one's the same. You know, if we were all robots and we all had the same type of skin, everything would be so much easier to treat. But unfortunately, it's not, and that's what makes it even more complex. So yeah, Karen just mentioned that she's got, I'm just going to share, Karen, because this is some of our common questions that come through. She's using tea tree oil, baking soda, peroxide, creams up the wazoo. I know, Karen. And look, I also spoke to a lady yesterday, as I said, and she was using so much the same. What happens, all these different types of treatments, they all interrupt each other as well. So why are you trying to, dry eyes and stuff like that? Why are you trying to treat dry eyes with, like, light therapy and other things and other creams? All these creams, especially creams, anything like makeups, moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, they just have a small percentage of, like, all they are oil-based properties. So a lot of the time you don't realize, I guess, when having mites, you're in a mite zone. I get it. You just want to treat these mites without thinking about your skin, which is actually quite a catch-22. So you're just overwashing the skin, you're putting so much on, and you just continuously, what I like to say is that you're stuck on this wheel of trying to self-manage it, and again, Cetaphil, I know, Karen, a lot of those, especially cleansers, so cleansers and cleaning the skin, they're made to obviously clean the skin, but they actually, the more you use cleansers and any other washes, it has that real it has a real strong chemical element. So it actually begins to strip your skin of its natural oils. So the more you're washing, the more you're doing that, you start to strip away at the skin's natural oils. So at Ungex, we try and find this, basically to balance out the oils in your skin. So a big part of what we do is that we have a skincare regime and protocol, and it's super easy to use. There's no creams involved whatsoever. And basically, we make your skin a hostile environment, which I guess everyone's trying to do, right? But not taking into consideration what it's doing to your skin. So that's what we focus on, what's happening with your skin, because it's a very fine line to balance out making your skin a hostile environment, but also being really gentle on the skin. So that's what we do, and we work towards the long term, and we treat them in these life cycles, because that's the only way to effectively treat demotics. We've been in business since 2011 as well, so I know a lot of people ask, oh, have you done trials and tests and etc. etc. We've had a whole research and development group, scientists on board that created our product. So, and I have like over 70 customers in treatment using it on their skin. So, you can look us up and research us, and we've got testimonials across the page. So, another thing I just wanted to impart with you guys, use a gentle lotion type cleanser. Sorry, Karen's just asked me a question. I thought this would be good to share. Thank you, Karen. I'll answer some on the video. Karen is using a gentle lotion type cleanser. Okay, with lotions, as I said, Karen, it just would have properties of oil in it. So potentially you could be feeding them at the same time. We highly recommend, especially throughout treatment, get some coconut oil, Karen, as this is the one type of oil that won't feed the mites. So replace any moisturizers with coconut oil. I've put some in my hair today as well, as it won't feed the mites. This and castor oil is a bit yucky on the skin, so I highly recommend coconut oil, and you smell like a Tahitian goddess or god. So I just lost my train of thought there. Oh, great, Karen, start using that, okay? And with cleansing, we only really need to cleanse every couple of days, guys. Like, I know you just want to consistently wash your hair and wash your face and get those mites off, but you're doing more harm than good by overwashing. So a few things I just wanted to quickly touch on before I go into the products, about hair loss. And I know some lovely ladies this week, pleasure, have been losing their eyelashes. They used to have beautiful long eyelashes. Same with their eyebrows, they're falling out. So what happens is, when Demodex folliculorum, I always don't know if I'm saying that right, but there's two types of these nasties that live in the human body. So there's brevis and folliculorum F. So folliculorum is in the follicles, and brevis is primarily on the skin. So what happens when they move across the body, they migrate, they are also contagious as well. So demotics transfer from skin to skin contact. And I'm going on two different trains of thoughts here, so I'll stay on track. So the follicles, when they attack the follicles, basically what happens, and especially the lashes and the brows, the hairs are so much finer. So they're a lot more visible on the eyes. I know some people feel like they can, they're pulling them out, or dead bodies, bacteria. So what happens, especially with blepharitis, I've had a lot of people with blepharitis this week, which was horrible. So they, with blepharitis, it becomes they eat away at the follicles and the oils. And then what happens is, we say it's much like a garden, when for the garden to grow and the plants to grow and everything to be healthy, we need to get rid of the pests in the garden. Then your plants can grow, then your hair can grow, and especially with hair loss. So when it comes to like the blepharitis and stuff like that, they actually release that bacteria. So not only are you dealing with the mites eating away, and sometimes, well, basically the follicles become dead, starved of those nutrients, and then falls out. So, and I know some ladies are saying their eyelashes are growing different ways and stuff like that, because the hair follicles become damaged, because they just don't have any nutrients holding it up, and then they they fall out, which is horrible. So the demodex, they basically eat and eat and eat away at that sebum, starving those follicles, and then the hair falls out, and sometimes, even the follicle itself can become extremely damaged, but hair always grows back. It takes time, but it does grow back. And I know, like, a lot of people with hair regrowth, we don't promise that, because hair in itself takes time to grow. But I can totally happily say that I've helped people come back from severe, especially hair loss. It took, probably 2 to 3 months, but once we clear the skin of the mites, then those hairs have a chance to grow again. So with blepharitis, what I was saying, they eat and eat and eat, and then they explode, which is disgusting. So that's that bacteria buildup. So a lot of the time, and across every symptom of having demodex, you're not only dealing with them feeding off all that oil, all that good stuff, they're also releasing this bacteria. So if you're picking more, you're scratching more, you're actually, transferring that bacteria across the skin. So there's a lot of bacteria floating over these, the lashes building up in there. It's horrible. It's horrible. So we basically have to clear that bacteria, as well as kill the demodex, as well as work within your skin sensitivity. So that's what we do. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry to hear. Hair loss is horrible. And look, sometimes it is very hard, as a consultant, and I'm sure my colleagues can agree. There are other things that aren't demodex related that we can't answer, like, for example, if you've got other health issues going on, or so a common thing at the moment is that some people have started with the products, and one lady felt really woozy. So our products don't cause at all. It is most like something that's obviously going on with her. She's a highly stressed person. Stress can cause a lot of things as well, sicknesses, illness. So there is some things that aren't directly linked to demodex as well. I know a lot of people think that, is this from the demodex? This morning I had someone say, can demodex cause deafness? So demodex don't go internal, they don't. A lot of people think, I'm going to treat them if they're in my gut. That's probably an internal parasite, like, intestinal worms and stuff like that. So we know how to treat demodex, and we, of course, are here to support you all the way throughout treatment. But I'm not a doctor, I'm not an MD. I guess I'm a mite diagnostician. So we know how to treat mites. So, I've had people Oh, goodness, Karen, I'm so sorry. Thank you for sharing that. So Karen just shared she's got a lot of health issues, and look, unfortunately, I've had people this week. I've had about 3 people with psoriatic arthritis, which is horrible in itself. I feel like I could almost become a doctor from hearing all these really unfortunate health problems that you're suffering with. And look, again, when you have all these health problems, that is just, because your immune system is compromised, it's just really hard, guys, and I understand that. And it's hard trying to get on top of your health problems, get on top of these mites, try and live, try and work, try and be a functioning human, and it really gets on top of you. But I'd like to think that, everyone that I speak to with skin mites, far out, you've been through so much, and at the end of the day, we can help control these mites, because at the end of the day, they're just a microscopic parasite. I know they can cause so many problems, but we have helped so many people come back from the brink of large infestations. And, we can help clear the skin of mites. Anything else going on, underlying issues or healthy issues, that's something that you have to see your GP for. And there's other things, there's so many factors, Karen. So yeah, totally, I totally understand, lovely. It's but a big part of our protocol, and I think a lot of people suffering out there, is that you've got to have positive mental attitude. And I know it's really hard some days, but a big part of our protocol is to laugh. When we're happy and laughing and being silly and dancing and meditating and all those good things, they help to keep our mind, well, I know for myself, just grounded. And I know a lot of people with mites, you become a little bit mite vision, your world becomes the mites. And I know it's really hard to shift your focus from that, but I just wanted to impart that. Yes, humor is the best medicine. Totally. So, guys, I have a special guest today. He's just sitting here patiently waiting. He's probably not into it, but so I'll just quickly touch on our products. So our products have been researched and developed and studied. We studied the life cycles of these mites, and how to use the products is that you have to do it every single night when they are the most active. So Demodex mites absolutely hate the UV light, so they tend to hide out more throughout the day under those hair follicles, because they're just like, sun, I can't deal with that. So nighttime is the right time for them to get it on, have a party, make love, and lay those horrible eggs. So our treatment system consists of 4 products. So this is them here. I've been using 2 at the moment myself, and so they are made this size. A lot of people are like, oh, that's a really tiny bottle, and it's really expensive. But it's made this size to not to overuse it, because a little goes a long way. So I think I can't stress this enough, is that you're probably over cleansing, over washing. So it's really hard to stop that habitual thing of washing your skin all the time. But it's really simple. So it's a cleanser, a hair tonic, and 2 sprays. And it is a skincare regime. You use the cleanser. You only have to cleanse every 2 to 3 days, guys. I know it's insane, but the cleanser it's a lovely product. So this is your 2-in-1. So it does the head to toe. Oh, sorry, Karen. My connection isn't that great. No, we'll stay in touch, Karen, okay? I'll message you after the video. We can talk. So the cleanser is 2-in-1 shampoo, all over body. You put it on the skin, you give a good lather up in all those affected areas. Okay, it's probably because I'm moving more, so it gets a little bit hazy. So that's the first step in the protocol. It's a 4-step protocol, really easy to use. Cleanse the skin, and then we use the products on damp skin, because when your skin is nice and damp, your pores are nice and open, and we can get deeper into the pores. Then after the cleanser, we have the hair tonic, which is my favorite because it smells like peppermint as well. So the hair tonic, a lot of people are like, oh, that's just a nice, nourishing product for my hair follicles. But it does help to control the populations on the scalp. So I like to say it's like a lasso. We whip them all into line, and also promotes hair growth. So this basically acts as your conditioner. So throughout the treatment, it is an absolute waste of money if you're going to use other things during the treatment. It's like anything that you get. It's a protocol. It's a medical product to help treat your skin for Demodex mite. So you're not going to get the best results if you use it every 2 to 3 weeks or every second to third night. And also including other shampoos, moisturizers, because you're just feeding that, and it's just, it's a waste for you guys. And we want you to get the best out of the products, because we know it's an investment, but it is such a and I've had 40 customers from last year in treatment, which hardly contact me anymore, which is great, you guys. You've ditched me, but they're so much better. And they're in now the aftercare management part, which is basically where their skin has come back to its almost full natural health and vitality, but we've cleared the skin of mites. So that's something that we work on too, and it's all part of the treatment process. Before Karen's just asked me something. Before cleanser for face, would steaming or hot? Okay, that's a very good question. Or a hot washcloth be a good idea to open your pores? I've had this asked before, Karen, about, so Demodex love heat. They love heat, so they tend to migrate in hotter areas of the body, the scalp, the armpits, all those, private places. So hot water, and, if you're washing in hot water, it's just a more favorable environment for them, So we advise when you do the cleansing to you can start warm, but finish showers with cold water, because the cold water, I know a lot of people say that closes the pores, but that's more so in terms of like beauty products and skin treatments and stuff like that. But cold water helps to remove excess heat from the body, and it gives your skin, like that cold water just helps remove that bacteria. So yes, they do like heat. Excuse me. So, it's Randall. I'm sorry. Oh, Randall, it's been so long. So, Randall, we've been doing a treatment journey with, and hopefully we might have one more story with Randall if he's willing to. So, we've been doing a customer treatment journey, which Randall was suffering with more of environmental mite, which was really interesting. And he started with our treatment, and we're yet to check in. So lovely to see you there, Reynold. But yes, heat. They love heat. If you're thinking, oh, I'm going to kill them by putting my my sheets and my bedding on a really hot wash cycle, you're really just giving them a hot ride. Of course, any extreme temperature will kill something, but Demodex love heat, Of course, infrared saunas and stuff like that are good for our skin, but in terms of Demodex, it's just a more favorable condition. So we do recommend, Karen, finishing your showers with cold water. And all these little tips this is all what we do in the protocol and the treatment process. just to help, you know, give you another weapon in getting rid of those demotics. So hair tonic is now step number 2, so that helps to control the populations. We spray it on damp scalp, towel dried hair. Just make sure your scalp is damp. Even if you don't want to wash the hair fully, just run your hands through with some water and then you can apply it. And then most importantly, these two guys. So I'm going to give a little demo. So these two guys, SDT and PDT, they are 2 most important sprays. So SDT is our skin demodex treatment. This one is designed specifically for more sensitive skin. So if you've got rosacea, blepharitis, any of just really sensitive skin in general. And look, we generally start off with the SDT because we don't want to go in too hot too soon, because a big part of treatment is called die-off, and that means the mites start to die, which is the reaction of them dying on your skin. So you will 100% get die-off reactions, and that's the hardest part of treatment because your symptoms will probably get worse before it gets better. I know that's crazy. My pleasure, Karen. So that's the SDT. So we generally start off with that so your skin can adjust to it. Because if we start off with the stronger stuff, we're just going to blow you up even more. So we work within your skin sensitivity because we know how the products work. And some people, you know, I get it. You just want to kill the mites straight away. It just doesn't. It's better to start gradually. You know, we say it's like going to the gym or getting fitter, right? You can't just like have those unrealistic expectations. I know I do when I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get fit, and wow, where's my 6-pack? So you know, it doesn't work like that. So it's like we've got to build up your skin's muscles so we can work to the high, you know, that higher tolerance level of PDT. So these two sprays are the most important. Of course, you can buy all our products separately, but it's the protocol is a protocol. You know, you get the best results when they all work together. It's a system. But I just wanted to share with you. So PDT is our strongest. We've won Best Invention Award for this. It has antiviral properties. I use it on everything. So PDT is also made for your immediate surfaces. It's absolutely fine to use on the skin, bedding, pillow, fabrics, plants. I use it on my plants. Anything. It just doesn't do the washing up. I'm sure we can work towards that. So PDT is the strongest, and this will help stop them from cross transferring on your immediate environment back onto you. So this generally we will work up to this. The PDT becomes your gold. But our products are also suitable on pets, suitable for all skin types. So the SDT, I was going to wake him. Oh, let's wake him up. So before I started with Ungex, I was living with, this is Hero. He's the Ungex representative. So I was living in a place that had a cat with a severe flea infestation. And look, I have pretty good skin, but I do, you know, I scratch and itch and I pick. So there was a really bad flea infestation. And my boss said, why don't you use the products? I'm like, what? So literally within 2 weeks. So what you can do, the SDT, he hates this. But you just put it on. I put some on last night, and I also used some PDT because he sleeps in my bed with me. I use the PDT on my sheets and pillows. So I sprayed some on my sheets and pillows. He's like, you're going to spray that on me. And I just simply he's Oh, he's been good boy. I just put some, like a flea treatment. I put some around his neck. And he's being a lot better today. I haven't drugged him or anything. And then I put some on his belly as well. So that it helps. It seriously stops fleas. Ticks, helps treat lice as well. So all those nasty, yeah. So on sheets and pillows, the PDT I spray on sheets and pillows, Karen, because that's the strong stuff. So the PDT, as I said, helps from the cross transferring. So you can also spray your dogs, your animals. I know, mites were first found in animals. Oh, my kitty's being so loving today. He must know he's on camera. So yeah, absolutely fine to use on animals. The SDT, we recommend the SDT for animals, and even like littlies as well, little kids. So yeah, but look, I probably talked way a lot today, but Karen, let's stay in touch. Anti-itch, okay. We'll stay in touch, Karen, and I'll send my email to you and we can have a chat, okay? Oh, he's about to go. Ta-da! And thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for those great questions, Karen, today. How do you get the products? Karen, you can get the products. You jump on ungexau.com. So we also have a live chat feature, Karen. So if you'd like, I'll send you the link right now. And we can go from there. So, guys, we're always available on our live chat. Well, I have to sleep sometimes. We can't always get, on the live chat, always there. But please feel free to get in touch with us. Do the quiz, guys. It'll take like 5 minutes, and I generally call you, and we can have a chat. And a big thing is they're here to listen. And we really want to help you, and it's helped so many people for the long term. We know Demodex is basically incurable. If it was curable, we simply wouldn't exist. So, yeah. But also, oh my God, just to let you know, we have a Mother's Day sale. That was the main part. Mother's Day sale. So, which is great. It's valid till the 10th of May. And it's 30% off plus free shipping. So a good time to jump on, Karen, and we'll get you started, okay? So if you use in a coupon code MDAY30, that will get you 30% off and free shipping. So it's a good time to jump on and get a bundle, guys. We know it's an investment. It's a long-term solution. So we're here to reclaim your skin the right way. Karen, you can chat to me on the live chat. Do you want to do that, or I can give you a call? Whatever you want to do. Oh, it's not too late there now, is it? Karen, what about I talk to you in like 5 or 10? I'll send you the link to MD. Here's the link to the store, Karen. MD 30. Oh, awesome. Okay. Yeah, we can have a chat if you'd like, Karen. That's not a problem. All right, we'll be in touch. I'm going to get off, but we'll stay in touch. Thanks for watching, guys. Rena, it was lovely to see you. We'll be in touch. Well, I'm being in touch with everyone, apparently. All right, bye. Thanks for watching.